It is go time from Hollywood. We have an amazing matchup here on a beautiful afternoon here from the Hollywood Crossroads here in Greenville, North Carolina. Wake Forest Cougars versus the DH Conley Vikings. I'm Cole Martin. Hello, everyone. These two teams, top teams in the state. They met a couple of times last year. For the first game of the season, Wake Forest won 1-0 over the Vikes. That was at Wake Forest. And in the fourth round of the playoffs, Conley got the advantage there to even the series 1-1, but it didn't matter for the Cougars as the Vikings advanced. First pitch of the game, a bunt is laid down by Nova Pate, and she will get on base. Great job of small ball right off the bat for the Cougars. On the mound for the Vikes, Kendall Howard. I mean, what else do I say? That .3 ERA speaks for itself. That is 8th in the state. So now it'll be Kaylee Bowers. Bowers actually a commit to Mount Olive, a senior this year. She'll cut on and miss for the first pitch of the at-bat. She's batting .611 this year. Runner on first already to start the inning. Here's the 0-1. That one's a little upstairs. And there goes Pate. She'll easily take second on the pass ball. One to Bowers. That one's lined to third. Ulrich's got it. She'll look over to second, but make the play over to first. Great play there by Ulrich. Check on the runner at second and make the play at first.
Now batting number 14, Keegan Campbell.
So now one away in the inning. Runner on second. Tegan Campbell at the plate now. She's batting .375 this year with 6 hits through 18 plate appearances. First one's upstairs. It's 1-0. This Wake Forest team, not quite as strong pitching wise, but they can really get it done on the offensive side of the ball. That one's cut on and missed. 1-1 now. 19-3 in their last game against Vance County. Then a big win against Enloe before that, 8-0. One. That one's a little up high. Be 2-1 now. Two one is lifted out of play behind home plate, so the count will move to 2-2. Runner on second with one away in the inning. Here's Howard's 2-2. That one's in the dirt. That one's going to get away. There goes Pate. She'll take third. So the count will run full on Tegan Campbell and Nova Pate with some really good base running here in the first inning. Here's the payoff. That one's fouled, and that's going to hit Zerfus in the mask. Seems like she's okay. Really good effort there by Campbell to foul it off. She'll stay alive, but ended up getting a piece of Zerfus with the ball. Here's another payoff offering. That one's right down the middle, but taken for ball 4. Looks really good from here, but Campbell will walk.
Number 17, Abby Sogren.
So runners on the corners now. It'll be Abby Stogren up to the plate. She's batting 500 this year, already with a home run. She's just a sophomore. One thing to notice about this Cougars offense, 9 of their players are sitting above 400 right now. Multiple players sitting in that 500 range, one 600, one even at 700. First one is in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That one swung and missed. And Campbell will come down to second, but it'll be 0-2 now. So 2 runners in scoring position now. It gives Stogren a chance to do some damage here in the first inning. We'll see if Howard can work around that. The 0-2 to Stogren. She'll foul that over to the first base side. Sarah Boost got it for out number 2.
Now batting number 18, Abby Lauer.
So 2 away now. Still 2 runners in scoring position. It'll be Abby Lauer now. She's batting 400 this year. 17 plate appearances, but has made those plate appearances count. 6 hits and 6 RBIs. That one's going to be just inside. 1-0 now. Here's the 0-1. That one's a little up high. It'll be 2-0 now. Two away in the inning, 2 on base. And that one is swung and missed at. So 2-1 now. Howard looking to get out of this jam. It started with a Nova Pate bunt single down the first base line. A beauty on the first pitch of the ball game. Nonetheless, a couple of pass balls moved her over to third. Then a walk from Tegan Campbell and a stolen base put her on second. Next pitch is in there for a strike. So 2-2 for Kendall Howard. We'll see if she can get out of the jam here. Two to Lauer. Up high, and the count will run full. Kendall Howard in trouble here in the first inning. Trying not to get the bases loaded here. Here's the payoff. That one's fouled back. Great job by Lauer there to stay alive. Here's another payoff from Howard. And that one's going to be low for ball 4. Great plate appearance there from Abby Lauer. She'll draw the walk. And the bases are now loaded.
Number 11, Nova Pate.
First pitch of the at-bat is in there for strike one. One is just up and out. We 1-1 now. Little error on my end. The first batter of the inning was actually Bryson Alt getting that bunt single, and now it is Nova Pate in the box. Right on left matchup. Bases loaded for Kendall Howard. And that one swung on and missed. Fastball upstairs. Got her swinging. So another opportunity for Kendall Howard to get out of this jam. It would be a big one for the Vikings if she could get out of this inning. That one's fouled back. Great job by Pate to foul that one off. Here's another 1-2 offering. Swung on and missed. So she'll get out of the inning. She'll strand 3, and we will head to the bottom of the first. Welcome back, bottom of the first. Great effort from Vikings pitcher Kendall Howard to strand the bases. Loaded there back in the top of the first. And we will see this Vikings offense for the first time today. Starting on the mound for the Cougars today is Haley Cabrera. They're throwing the freshman pitcher right into the furnace against this Vikings offense. Ava Gaddis will lead things off. First pitch is taken low for ball one. Cabrera with a couple of hitting stats, but she is mainly a pitcher. 3.34 ERA so far through 4 appearances this season. Next pitch is taken up high. It's 2-0. Ava Gaddis just 1 hit on the season. Bit of a slump to start things off on this 2026 campaign. We'll see if she can turn things around. Next pitch is low, 3-0. As mentioned already, these two teams met twice last year, once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. The Cougars got the best of the Vikings 1-0 in the first game of the season. Then the Vikings return the favor. There's ball 4. Oh no, I believe it's 3-1 now. But the other matchup, the Vikings took that one 1-0 over the Cougars. It's now 3-1 to Gaddis. That one's line over to second base. Eats her up. She'll make the play just in time. Good piece of fielding there by Bryson Alt. She makes the play for out 1 in the inning. So now it's Harper Bradley. She'll take strike 1 to start the at bat. A 1 is fouled back out of play. So a quick 0-2 here for Cabrera. 1 away in the inning. O2 is in the dirt. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. That one's lifted out of play again. Here's another 1-2 to Bradley. She'll line that to third. And the catch is made there by Pate. Great effort there by Pate to get over to the ball. Seemed like some soft contact on the line out. So now it will be the star-studded Lena Zerfis. This year she's batting .611, 11 hits through 20 plate appearances. 2 of those 11 hits were for a home run. That one's lifted down the right field line. It's going to land foul, but it was in play. Here's the 0-1 to Zerfis. That one's a little low. Good take there. Seemed like some off-speed trickery there. Two away here in the first. Here's the 1-1 to Zerfis. She'll lift that straight up in the air. And she will make the play for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for the Cougars. And Haley Cabrera will head to the second. Welcome back, top of the second. Leading things off for the Cougars will be Emily Drew. This year she's batting .231 with 3 hits through 14 plate appearances. First pitch is taken inside for ball 1. Great effort from Kendall Howard back in the first inning. Had the bases loaded with 2 outs, but worked out of that jam and got Nova Pate swinging. Here's the 2-0. That one's fouled back. It'll be 2-1 now. So far in this one, Wake Forest trying everything they can to just make a little bit of contact on Howard. Seen a lot of foul tips in most of these at-bats. 2-1 is cut on and missed. So 2-2 now to the 7-hole batter for the Cougars. Two to Drew. That one's up high, so the count will run full. Here is the payoff to the Cougars first baseman. That is taken right down the middle for strike 3. So a strikeout looking on Emily Drew. 2 strikeouts now in this one for Kendall Howard. So now will be the left fielder, Mia Spallinger. This year she's batting .267 through 16 plate appearances. Just 4 hits, but a double being one of those. First pitch is cut on and missed for strike 1. One away in the inning. Here's the 0-1. That one's lifted out of play behind home plate. It'll be 0-2 now. A beautiful afternoon here at the Crossroads. About 75 degrees. Wind is blowing from right to left at the current moment, and pollen is all over my workspace. Next pitch is taken down low in the dirt. It will be 1-2 now. Time will be called. Howard also ranked in the state in stats for strikeouts. She's 25th in the state. Next pitch is fouled back. So far, she has 64 strikeouts and 78 batters faced. That is an incredible number to think about. All of that through 23 and a third innings pitched. Here's the 1-2 to Spallinger. That one swung on and missed. Seemed like some kind of drop ball there. She'll get her swinging. So 3 straight strikeouts here for Howard. Out number 3 in the first, and then the first 2 in this inning. So now it'll be Donovan Odorado this year as a sophomore. She's batting .417. 5 hits, 5 RBIs, and a double to her name. First pitch is taken across the inside part of the plate. It'll be 0-1. 0-1 is bunted, but that's going to go foul out of play behind home plate. So a chance for Kendall Howard to strike out the side and get her 4th straight strikeout. Would be a really good bounce back inning, and she does it. She'll get Honorado down swinging, and we'll head to the bottom of the second. Welcome back. Bottom second, 4-5 and 6 due up for the Lady Vikings. Went down 1-2-3 in the first inning. Haley Cabrera had a good first inning as a freshman against this star-studded Vikings offense, but we will see if she can continue it here in the second. First pitch to Sarah Booth is taken low for ball 1. This year as a junior, Booth's batting .308. She does have a home run to her name, part of 4 hits. Next pitch is lined out into center field, and Bowers makes the play for out number 1. So now it'll be Anna Rose, just a freshman, but she's worked her way into the starting lineup. Batting .600 this year, only 6 plate appearances, but has made those count with 3 hits. First pitch to her is taken low for ball 1. Next pitch taken low again. It'll be 2-0 now. Here's the 2-0 to Anna Rose. She'll line that up the middle. Penalt's got it, and Rose is retired. So now the center fielder, Taylor Getzinger, will come up to the plate. She's batting .214 this year as a senior. First pitch is fouled back. Next pitch in the dirt. 1-1 now. So far, so good for the Cougars starting pitcher Haley Cabrera. She's only a freshman, but is handling this Vikings offense well so far. Next pitch is lined out into left. Spollinger's got it, and that will be out number 3 in the inning. Vikes go down 1-2-3 again. We will see Howard face 1-2-3 of the Cougars lineup coming up next. Welcome back. Top of the third between Wake Forest and DH Conley. No score so far through the first 2 innings. Really good pitching on display between Kendall Howard and Haley Cabrera. Howard will face 1-2-3 of this Cougars lineup to start the third. Bryce Hinault will lead things off. No one's upstairs. 1-0. Hinault with a really good bunt down the first base line back in the first inning. Cougars had bases loaded back in the first, but a really good job from Kendall Howard to strand all 3 runners. Next pitch will hit her, and she will take base. So 2 plate appearances for Hinault and 2 times getting on base. So now it'll be Kaylee Bowers, her first time up, grounded out to third base. And there goes Hinault. Really good throw, but it's just off the mark. So Hinault will take second, and now a runner in scoring position. Here's the 1-0. That one's on the edge for strike 1. Here's the 1-1. That one's lifted out of play. It bounced off the light, but a great catch by Ulrich there over in foul territory. Does not go on the stat sheet as an out, but a really good play. Here's the 1-2 to Mount Olive commit. That one's outside. 2-2 now. A little bit of bullpen action for the Vikings. Seems like maybe Brooke Rose is up and warming down there. I don't think she has had a pitching appearance yet. Seems like the Vikings are a little short-staffed over there in their dugout, maybe an illness going around. Next pitch is fouled back, and Bowers will stay alive. Two-two to Bowers. That one's up high. The count will run full. And now Lena Zerfus will come out and have a chat with Kendall Howard. No outs in the inning, but already a runner on scoring position through Bryson Alt. Got hit by a pitch and then swiped second. Kendall Howard already with a little bit of early trouble in this one. She's given up 4 base runners, which is a little uncommon for her. 4 strikeouts for her so far through 2 innings. And the next pitch of the at-bat is taken just outside. Looks like it might have caught a piece of the plate, but not quite.
Now batting number 14, Tegan Campbell.
So now runners on first and second. And now we will see Coach Deans make a trip out to the mound to talk with Kendall Howard. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. Kendall Howard still out there on the mound. Runners on first and second for Tegan Campbell. First pitch is caught by Lena Zerfus. Wow, what a play. Bunt attempt there by Campbell was slightly elevated. Quick reflexes there from Zerfus to make the play.
Now batting number 18, Abby Lauer.
So a big out number 1 for the Vikings here in the 3rd inning. And now it'll be Abby Stogren. Her first time up, she popped out to Sarah Booth over at first base. First pitch, cut on and missed.
Correction, number 17, Abby Stogren.
Still no score in this one, but runners on base. Next pitch is taken up high. Stogren with 11 RBIs on the season. We'll see if she can put that to use here with a couple runners on. Next pitch is up high. It'll be 2-1. Here's the 2-1 to Stogren. That one's also up high. And now 3 balls and 1 strike to the Cougars cleanup hitter. Some early troubles from this Cougars lineup for Kendall Howard. Here's the 3-1. That one's cut on and missed. So Howard will work the count full on Stogren. And this would be a really big out number 2 for the Vikings. Here's the payoff. Cut on and missed. Strikeout number 5 of the ball game for Kendall Howard, and a very important one, as they are now 2 away in the inning. Still 2 on, but now it'll be the 5-hole batter, Abby Lauer. First time up, she walked. First pitch is up high. It'll be 1-0. The 1-0. That one's taken just outside of the zone. 2-0 now. Feels like the pitch count's starting to run up just a little bit on Howard, and maybe the Vikings are a little short-staffed in the pitching department. Next one is swung at and missed. So 2-1 now. Two one. That one is in there at the top of the zone. 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on here for Abby Lauer. We'll see if she can do anything here on the 2-2 from Howard. And that one's upstairs, and the count will run full. Howard in danger of walking the bases loaded yet again in this one. Here's the payoff. And that one's taken up and away. And the bases will now be loaded for the second time tonight for the Wake Forest Cougars. 6 base runners given up for Kendall Howard. So far in this one, only one of them was for a hit, 4 walks, and a hit by pitch. And now it'll be Nova Pate, her first time up. She struck out swinging to end the first inning. Still no score in this one. Here's the pitch from Howard. And that one's going to catch the corner of the plate. Strike 1. Well, 1 is upstairs. 1-1 now. Wind is kind of swirling just a little bit. It was right to left for a few minutes, but now blowing in from center. Here's the 1-1 to Pate. And that one was called for a strike. 1-2 now. Pate batting .400 with 8 RBIs. She would love to get a couple more here for the Cougars and put them up on the board. Can Kendall Howard get out of a bases loaded jam for a second time tonight? Yes, she can. Strikeout number 6 for Kendall Howard is another big one, and we will head to the bottom of the third. Welcome back. Bottom three, 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Vikings. Leading off will be Kendall Howard. The wind has really, really picked up here in the last couple of minutes, especially in between innings. Seems like the wind is blowing straight in from right field now. Seems like we have a little bit of a meeting going on near the pitcher's mound. Not sure what the holdup is here. So far, so good for the freshman Haley Cabrera out there on the mound. 2 perfect innings for her against this Vikings lineup. So Kendall Howard will come to the plate. She's really known for her pitching, but on the hitting side so far this year, she's batting 125 through 17 plate appearances. First pitch to her, though, is taken low for ball 1. Not much offensive production from her this year. Last year we saw a little bit better numbers. We'll see if she can pick that up as we roll into conference play this week. Next pitch is taken for a strike. It'll be 1-1. 1-1 is well upstairs. 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 to Howard. That one is at the knees, but called a ball. Carrera waiting on her signal for the pitch before the 3-1. Next pitch taken off the plate, and Kendall Howard will be the first base runner for the Vikings today. So leadoff walk for her, and now it'll be Taylor Ulrich. Third baseman is batting .231 so far this year with 3 hits. We'll see a pinch runner now. Could possibly be Brooke Rose over there at first. Ulrich will show bunt, and she lays it down. And the umpire will call it foul. Ball seemed to land fair possibly and knocked foul out of play. Wind blowing hard in from center field now. And here's the 0-1 to Ulrich. She'll show bunt again, and that one's popped out of play behind home plate. So quickly 0-2 on the 8-hole batter for the Vikings. Only one base runner for this offense that is so lethal game after game. Next pitch, she'll be rung up. Pitch at the top of the zone, and Ulrich will go down looking. Seemed like some type of off-speed pitch that might have barely clipped the zone. And so now it'll be Caitlin Mendel. This year, only 9 plate appearances, but batting 125. Out there playing right field. There goes Rose. She'll take second with ease. Really good base running there from Brooke Rose. She and her twin sister, Anna, both really, really good base runners. Here's the 1-0. That one's taken low for ball 2. To Mendel. She'll swing and miss at that one. Pretty good pitch on the inside half of the plate. It'll be 2-1 now. Runner on second with 1 away. Next pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. The wind is really, really whipping. And pollen is being thrown around everywhere out here at DH Conley High School. Here's the 3-1 to Mendel. That one is taken for a strike, and the count will run full. Runner in scoring position with 1 away. Here's the payoff to Mendel. And that one is inside for ball 4. So the lineup will turn over, and now it'll be Ava Gaddis. And we'll now see Stogren go out and meet with her pitcher, Cabrera. Still no score in this one. Pretty defensive heavy game in this one. Here's the first pitch to Gaddis. She'll show bunt. There goes Rose. And Mendel will also take second. Might have been a hit and run kind of play there. There was no throw down from the catcher, and both runners will move up a base. So now we will see a mound meeting here for the Cougars. We will take a quick break and be back right here on DHC Game Day. Welcome back. Still no score in this one. Bottom 3. Lady Vikes haven't been able to get a base runner up until this inning, as Kendall Howard and Caitlin Mendel both drew walks. Brooke Rose is standing on third in place of Howard as she is pinch running. She and Mendel both moved up to their respective next bases. That one is lined out into left field, and that one's going to get over the left fielder. That one's all the way down to the wall. Rose and Mendel will both score, and a 2-run double for Ava Gaddis. Great piece of hitting there from Ava Gaddis to notch her first 2 RBIs of the season. And so now we will see a pitching change as Haley Cabrera's day is done. She'll go 2 1/3 with 2 earned runs. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after this. Welcome back, bottom three. Really big piece of hitting from Ava Gaddis as she notches RBIs 2 and 3 on the season. She'll stand at second base with one away, and it'll now be Harper Bradley. That one's back to the backstop, and Gaddis will take third. Haley Cabrera gave this Vikings offense a good run through the first 2 innings, but the third inning is where it shakes up for her. She goes 2 1/3 with 1 hit, but 2 runs, both of them being earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. Replacing her will be Ava Jones, as she is also a southpaw. That one's lined out in the right field by Harper Bradley. That one's caught. Gaddis thought about tagging for a second, but a really, really good throw there by Campbell. So 2 away now, runner on third. 2 already in on the inning. And it is the RBI machine, Lena Zerfis, up at the plate. Next pitch is fouled out of play. Be 1-1. Here's the 1-1 to Zerfis. That one's in the dirt. 2-1 now. The wind has died down slightly, but still blowing in from center field. Next pitch is popped straight up in the air. Jones is under it, but she will let her first baseman make the play, but not before the Vikes plate 2 and take the first runs of this game. We'll head to the fourth. Welcome back. Top of the fourth. Kendall Howard will go back to work. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Wake Forest Cougars. Emily Drew will start things out here in the fourth. Her first time up was the second inning. She struck out looking. First pitch is taken inside. It'll be 1 0. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 1 1. Here's the 1 1 to Drew. That one's lifted straight up in the air. Gaddis is ranging to her left, and she'll make the grab. So a pop out to shortstop for Emily Drew, and now it'll be Mia Spallinger. Her first time up, she struck out swinging. She was a part of that 1-2-3 strikeout the side inning for Kendall Howard back in the second. First pitch is in the dirt. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That one's grounded right over to Sarah Booth. It is a fair ball. She'll step on the bag and make the play. Seems like she had a little difficulty corralling it at first, but she'll make the play for out number 2. So 2 away quickly here in the fourth, and it'll now be Donovan Honorado, her first time out. She struck out swinging. First pitch inside, be ball 1. Two away in the inning. Howard's been doing a really, really good job keeping this offense in check as well. I know I've said it multiple times as Conley has a really good offense, but so does Wake Forest. Next pitch is taken for a strike. It'll be 1-1. This year as a team, they're batting .410. .410 collectively as a team. 6-1 and 2-0 in the Northern 6A, 7A conference. Next pitch is up high, but swung at and missed. So 1-2 to Honorado. And Howard's looking to make it look identical to the second inning, going down 1-2-3. The 1-2. And there's strikeout number 7 for Kendall Howard on the night. She'll set him down 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Welcome back, bottom of the fourth inning here from DH Conley High School. First two runs of the game came last inning off the bat of Ava Gaddis as she plated 2 runs on her double. It was a pretty quiet game up to that point, and honestly, the whole game has been pretty quiet offensively, except that one moment. Really sound pitching so far. And Jones, the southpaw, will go back to work. Booth will pop it up to Pate, and she'll make the play for out number 1. So now it'll be Anna Rose. She grounded out to second her first time up back in the second inning. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Ava Jones doing well in relief of Haley Cabrera. Cabrera went 2 1/3, gave up 2 runs, and that one's also popped up. And Hinault is under it for out number 2. A lot of pop-ups so far in this game. And now it'll be Taylor Getzinger. Her first time up, she lined out to left field. You could call it a fly out to left field, but it was absolutely roped. And so I'll put it down as a line out. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Next pitch is upstairs. 2-0 now. Is lined out of play down the right field line. Next one is grounded to Hinault. She'll flip it over to Drew, and that is out number 3 on the inning. Vikes go down 1-2-3 again. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Welcome back. 1-2-3, due up for Kendall Howard. Starting things off with Bryce Hinault. She's reached base both times in her 2 plate appearances. First time up, led off that first inning with a bunt single, and then got things going with a hit by pitch back in the 3rd. So far in this one, Hinault has been the one that gets things started for those bases loaded jams for Kendall Howard. We'll see how she does versus the top of the lineup this time around for the 3rd time. First pitch is just outside for ball 1. Oh no, that was a very late strike call, and it'll be 0-1. Seeing a bit of a drag bunt kind of approach from Hinault, being in the left-handed batter's box, has that advantage to get up the first base line pretty quick. She'll foul that back, and it's quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to Hinault. That one's in the dirt. They'll appeal down to first, as there is no third base umpire, and he'll say that she did not go around. Good job of Bryce Hinault to hold up her swing. Here's the 1-2. That one is just in the zone, and she'll ring her up on strikes. So the one-hole batter will go down looking to start the fifth inning. It will now be Kaylee Bowers. The Mount Olive commit 0 for 1 in this one. Her last time up, she walked, but her first time up in the first inning, she grounded out to third. First pitch is popped into the cage. The 0-1. That one's in the dirt. 1-1 now. Four and a third innings of work so far for Kendall Howard. She's got 8 strikeouts, just adding to that monstrous count of strikeouts. Here's the 1-1. That one's up high. 2-1 now. Next pitch is fouled back again. It'll be 2-2. One away here in the fifth inning for the Wake Forest Cougars. They've been pretty quiet so far these past couple of innings. Just one hit, but a fair number of base runners on Kendall Howard. They just haven't been able to get solid contact on anything that she's thrown. Here's the 2-2. That one's lined into left field, and that is going to be a foul ball. Anna Rose was tracking that ball all the way down into the corner, and Howard looked out with that landing foul. Here's another 2-2 offering to Bowers. That time she'll put it actually into play, and a great play there by Anna Rose to track that one down. So 2 away now here in the fifth, and it'll be Tegan Campbell, the right fielder, up at the plate now. Her first time up, she walked. Back in the third, she popped out to Lena Zerfus. Lena Zerfus made a really good reflexive light catch behind home plate. That first pitch is out of play down the first base line. Next pitch is cut on and missed. So the Cougars' cleanup spot is down in an 0-2 hole pretty quick here with 2 away already in the inning. Howard looking to get yet another scoreless inning. And she'll get it. Strikeout number 9. And she'll set down the cleanup batter swinging. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back, home half of the 5th inning here from the Crossroads. Cole Martin with you on a beautiful night here in Greenville, North Carolina. Vikings up 2-0 on the Cougars, courtesy of a 2-run double from Ava Gaddis back in the 3rd inning. The Vikings will go 7, 8, 9 here in the bottom of the 5th. Kendall Howard starting things off back in the 3rd inning. She drew a walk. Next pitch is in the zone. It'll be 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1 to Howard. She'll line that into center field, and that's going to hit the gap. That one's going to go all the way to the track, and Howard's going to get in there with a stand-up double to start things off here in the 5th. Really solid piece of hitting there from Kendall Howard, and she will swipe second with ease here to start things off here in the 5th. So we'll see a pinch runner for Howard once again. It'll be Brooke Rose. She'll man the base paths for Kendall Howard. So now Taylor Ulrich will come to the plate. Was set down on strikes back in the 3rd. She'll show bunt. That strikeout, possibly a controversial call if you ask me, but a strikeout nonetheless. Wind still whipping in from center field. And everything here is just swallowed up in pollen. Next pitch is upstairs, but called for a strike. She'll show bunt again. This time it'll be in play. Rose will take 3rd, The flip over to first is in time, but with one away, there is now a runner on third for the Vikings. So now it'll be Caitlin Mendel. She was one of the 2 runs that scored back in the 3rd inning. She got on base via a walk. Runner in prime scoring position here for Mendel. First pitch is cut on and missed for strike 1. Wake Forest trying to avenge a heartbreaking loss last year in the playoffs to Conley. But Conley looking to make it 2 wins in a row against Wake Forest. Here's the 1-1. Next pitch is up high. 2-1 now. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Was very low in the zone. It'll be 2-2 now. Ava Jones is 2 innings in on relief of Haley Cabrera. And now 2 1/3 as she will ring up Caitlin Mendel. Good pitch to set her down looking. So now the lineup will turn over again, and it'll be Ava Gaddis up to the plate. First time up, she grounded out to second base, but then, of course, that 2-run double to left field back in the 3rd. Runner on 3rd with 2 away. First pitch is taken low for ball 1. Vikings really need this run. Would not want to leave a runner on 3rd stranded. Next one is lined down the third base line. Lawyer's got it. She'll throw it over to Drew and retire Gaddis. The Vikings strand 1 here in the bottom of the 5th, and we will head to the 6th. Welcome back, top of the 6th. Kendall Howard will face 4, 5, and 6. Starting off with Abby Stogram. Stogram currently 0 for 2. First time up, she popped out to first base, and then a strikeout swinging in the 3rd. The pollen cloud has only gotten worse here, and now the wind has shifted, blowing in from right field. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. The one is just outside. We 1-1 now. A lot of the dirt on the infield is starting to blow. We'll see how much of a factor this wind is going to play. Here's the 1-1. That one's up high. 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 to Strogan. That one's upstairs. 3-1 now. Here's the 3-1 offering. And that one's going to be in there for strike two. So Howard will work the count full on the 4-hole batter. Next pitch is just inside and a leadoff walk for Abby Strogren. We'll see a pinch runner take place and substitute for Strogren. Appears, I'm not quite sure who that is. Might be Maddie Chukia over there at first running. It'll be Abby Lauer now. 2 plate appearances and 2 walks so far for her. She'll show bunt. She'll pop it up. Ulrich came in and she made the play. Really heads up play there by Taylor Ulrich to come in on the bunt. Bad contact there, and she'll make the play. Next pitch is in the dirt. Runner will take second with ease. Really good throw there by Zerfus, even though the pitch was in the dirt. Nova Pate 0 for 2 right now. 2 strikeouts looking for the lefty hitter. Good scoring opportunity though, however, with a runner on second. Next pitch is up high for ball 2. 9 strikeouts so far for Kendall Howard through 5 and a third. Only 1 hit given up so far in this one. Good amount of walks. However, next pitch is taken on the corner for a strike. Wake Forest has loaded the bases twice. First in the first inning and then in the third inning, but they were not able to capitalize. Really good pitching from Howard to work out of those jams. Here's the 3-1. And that one is at the top of the zone, right at the letters. And the count will run full. Next pitch is fouled back. Count will stay the same. Wind still continuing to whip out here at the ballpark. Runner on second with 1 away. Here's another payoff. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Strikeout number 10 on the evening for Kendall Howard. So now it'll be the 7-hole batter, Emily Drew. She started things off in the second inning with a strikeout looking. Howard would continue to strike out the side in that one. And then a pop out to short in the fourth, but that one's grounded to Howard, and she will make the play over to Booth at first. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Vikes are up 2-0 on the Cougars. Welcome back, bottom half of the 6th. Harper Bradley will start things off here for the Vikings. We'll see if they can get a little bit more insurance. She'll ground that over to second, and the play is made for out number 1. Quick out number 1 here in the 6th. We've seen some pretty solid defense so far from both of these teams. Both teams over 950 on their fielding percentage. That is well above the national average, sitting at about 830. Lena Zerfus up now, and she will bloop that out into right field. So Lena Zerfus finally in the hit column on the evening. So Sarah Booth at the plate now. 0 for 2 so far. Fly out to center field and then a pop out to shortstop. First pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. One away in the inning, but a runner on first. We'll see if the Vikings can get any insurance for Kendall Howard going into the seventh. Here's the 1-0 to Booth. She grounds that down the third base line. It'll go foul. Next pitch is grounded. She'll hit it off her foot. That does not feel good at all, and the count will move to 1-2. One away in the inning. Vikings looking to take down a top opponent in the state. That one's lined down the third base line, but out of play. These two teams, of course, met twice last year. Both teams winning a game apiece against the other. One was definitely more important in my eyes as the Vikings took down the Cougars in the fourth round of the playoffs last year. Next pitch is up high, and that one's going to get away. Seems like that is Brooke Rose once again running, and that one's she's running for Linda Zerfus. We've seen her quite a lot on the base paths tonight. So a runner in scoring position. Here's the 2-2 to Booth. She'll let that one go. That one's just off the plate, and the count will run full. Good plate discipline from Booth in this one. Next one will go foul. Here's another payoff offering. That one's lined out into center field. That one's going to fall. And that's actually Monica Jones over there running. And she'll move up to third. And Sarah Booth will take second. Good piece of hitting and a really, really good at-bat there from Sarah Booth. And it will now be Anna Rose. So far today, she is 0 for 2. A ground out to second back in the second inning. And then a pop out to second base in the fourth. First pitch is taken in the dirt. Really good RBI opportunity here. 2 runners on, both of them in scoring position. Next pitch is well up high. It'll be 2-0 now. Is grounded to the pitcher, right back to her, and she'll make the throw over to first for out number 2. So a big time out there for Ava Jones, as she will not give up a run on that play, but now Taylor Getzinger will come up to the plate. So far today, she's 0 for 2, line out to left field, and a ground out, and that one's grounded to short. She'll make the throw over to first. Great pick at first there by Emily Drew, and they will get out of the inning straining 2 runners. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Do or die for the Cougars. Welcome back, do or die for the Cougars here in the top of the seventh. And with this being the last call of the game for Wake Forest, we will now do a little nugget fact for the game this time for Wake Forest. Every game I love to throw in a little fact for the visiting school. So far in their program history, no state championships for Wake Forest softball, but in 2013 they split off from Rolesville, as it was Wake Forest. Rolesville was the name of the high school, and now they are two separate schools. But since then, they have made the regional finals, but that is about it for the Cougars. They have one very, very notable alumni, as Wake Forest is a big-time football school, and they produced a very notable defensive lineman in Dexter Lawrence. He attended Clemson University and went on to be drafted by the New York Giants, where he resides today. Was drafted 17th overall back in 2019, but here at Wake Forest, he was actually a part of two different state championship teams that actually made it to the state championship, but did not win. And those were back-to-back years in his sophomore and junior years. Spollinger will line that out into right field. And the second hit of the day for the Cougars. Really good piece of hitting to line that through the shortstop and third base gap. So it appears as though we might have another substitution. So instead of Donovan Honorado, it'll be Victoria Ward checking into the game. The senior is batting .444 this year, 11 plate appearances, but 4 hits in those 11, and 4 RBIs to go along with that. First pitch is in there for strike one. Victoria Ward taking over for the 9 spot of Donovan Honorado. Mia Spollinger over there at first after a really good base knock into left field. Next pitch swung on and missed. 0-2 now. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Fastball upstairs, and she'll get her swinging. So 1 away and 1 on first base. And the lineup will turn over for the 4th time for this Wake Forest offense. Bryson Alt up at the plate. 1 for 2 in this one. A bunt single to get things started back in the first inning, but a little bit more quiet night at the plate after that. First one is fouled back. Sun has completely set here at DH Conley as we are now approaching 8 o'clock. 2-0 in favor of the Vikings. Not a whole lot of offense in this one. Very defensive heavy. And Kendall Howard has proven to be dominant yet again. And this time coming against a top team in the state. 0-1 is upstairs. It'll be 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1. That one's on the edge of the plate. Be 1-2 now to the 1-hole batter. Here's the 1-2. Cut on and missed. Another strikeout for Kendall Howard, and one more for another complete scoreless game.
Number 4, Bauer.
So last chance for this Cougars lineup. Kaylee Bowers at the plate now. 0 for 2 so far today for the Mount Olive commit. First pitch is outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Cut on and missed. 1-1 now here to Kaylee Bowers. 2-0 is our score off of a lone 2-run double from Ava Gaddis. That one is lined out into center field, and Getzinger will make the grab for out number 3 on the inning, and in this one, 2-0 in favor of the Vikes. A quality non-conference win for the Vikings, and conference play is right around the corner against South Central on Thursday. Stick around for all of the post-game analysis and box score read. Well, a 2-0 Vikings win here in this one over Wake Forest, a big time win to move things to conference play. The Vikings will now improve to 6-0 on the season. Wake Forest will drop another game and fall to 6-2. Now look at the box score. Kendall Howard was virtually touchless, really, in this whole game. A complete game, scoreless game, however you want to say it. Only 2 hits given up through those 7 innings. No runs, of course. 5 walks was a big difference maker here for the Wake Forest Cougars, as they had 2 times where they left bases loaded and left them stranded. But Kendall Howard with 11 strikeouts. What else is new, really? She strikes out a lot of batters every game, pretty much. On the offensive side of things, Ava Gaddis had a big time 2-run double, and that was really about it for the offense between both teams, really. Really good pitching effort from Haley Cabrera on the Wake Forest side, and she is only a freshman, but still battled well through her 2 1/3 innings pitch. And then a scoreless relief outing for Ava Jones going 3 2/3 for Wake Forest. Not much on the offensive production wise for Wake Forest as they only had 2 hits, as I already mentioned. But the Vikes win this one 2-0, big time win. Our next broadcast will be this Thursday at about 6:45, 7-ish, when the South Central Falcons come to town. To Conley to take on the Vikings in baseball. We will be live streaming baseball on Thursday. With that being said, I am Cole Martin. Go Vikes! Vikes win this one 2-0. God bless everyone.